Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Mop on a Tuesday morning, December 30th, 2 days before my wedding anniversary to my wife. Speaking of my wife, she laid out a challenge for me, and I'm going to take it. Made a lot of sense. We talked the other day, and my mental portion of things has been, needless to say, very down versus on the higher side of things. I have been very frustrated with myself. Posted a lot of things. Instead of looking at the blessings of my stroke, and people say, what? Blessings of a stroke. Instead of looking at how I was blessed and how I worked through it, things could have been a hell of a lot worse. I could have not been able to walk, talk, use my arms, hands, whatever it may have been. But it was caught in time, treated in time, and needless to say, things are back to a lot better than they were right after. Needless to say, I feel that I'm between the 85 and 95%, if not a little. The only thing that frustrates me is, like I experienced the other day when I'm retying and relaying 8 ice rods for my trip north. Doing all of that, it gets very tired and starts to cramp. Plus, I can't feel the line at all with this hand. So trying to tie knots that I'm used to tying, it's very hard to do. Thank God my wife saw that I was struggling. Took me 8 hours total to reline and put on jigs for north and for around here if somebody calls, whatever. I don't go out ice fishing by myself. It's very dangerous for me if I would have issues or whatever due to the fact of the nerve pain and things like that. But my wife has challenged me for the next 30 days to take the time to post positive things, which I have accepted, which is very hard for me to do due to the fact of my ups and downs and then what's also going on. Some of that stuff's out of my control, but it just seems like common sense. It should be handled, but there it is. So she has challenged me to do that. I think it'll be good in the aspects of the people that are around me, the people that read my stuff that feel it's necessary to text or message my wife like, oh, what's going on with him now? Which is frustrating as well because I don't think I can vent. However, I get it. You're worried maybe what about's going on or anything like that. And I, at the same time, am appreciative of those that are worried. To all the friends that check in on me, thank you. To those that are on a regular basis, messaging or whatever may be, there's only a couple of you, but I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Watched an interesting clip the other day about true friends. In our lives, we are blessed with one true friend. Not sort of friends, not hang out, but one true friend that knows everything about you, ins and outs, been there through struggles, been there through the highs and the lows. You are blessed with one. And it is a true blessing. So take time today. You still got a couple of days left in 2025 to thank that friend for being there and that they'll be there in 2026. And it does not matter the distance. They don't have to live near you. They don't have to be around you 24/7 or check every day. My true friend is miles and miles away, but we touch base on a regular basis, either through a meme or something funny or whatever it means, but we also send that a message of, hey, checking in, are you doing okay? Is everything okay? Doing that. So, I've been off of this for a week. Some of you are probably thinking, thank God. Didn't like hearing about him all the time anyway. But some of you are valid listeners and you listen quite often, and I appreciate that. So, I have accepted the challenge, and I am putting that challenge out to you. Not as a mandate, not as something, oh gosh, I'll feel less of you or anything. But take the next 30 days, starting January 1, and this isn't about, well, I'm not going to eat brownies or Twinkies, or I'm not doing this, or I'm going to work out every day. You know, a lot of our New Year's resolutions fail just because, they're not on the priority list. But switching our brain to the positive side will immensely help you in the long run in no matter what you do. So let's take time to post something positive, whether it's great service you had at a restaurant, whether you are blessed to have somebody in your life, whether it's a significant other or just a friend. Take time to make sure you thank them, but then also post the positive things. Everything AI anymore, people are falling for clickbait all the time. People are falling for political stuff, whatever it may be. That's why you see half-naked girls running around, whatever it may be. You click on that, and now all of a sudden you see 13 or 14 different things about whatever you clicked on. It's all clickbait. So take time to actually type out something positive. And it doesn't have to be every day. But instead of sharing that negative thought or thing that happened that people are talking about, try to find something in your community or in your circle of friends, family, whatever it may be, that is positive, that can be posted on Facebook to where people go, holy cow, that's pretty awesome. And it's always very cool to see when people have things like, you know, the one thing that people talk about a lot that I never thought about was when people post about getting all this food together and everything out and going to feed homeless. Thank you for doing it. Thank you for going out and about and doing it. But it is as a necessity to record it for yourself to feel good. Because I'm guessing, yes, they're thankful that you're delivering the food. But what is the purpose behind it? Are you doing it to gain followers, to gain viewership? Or are you truly doing it because it's on your heart to do it, so you don't need the recognition for it? You know, we're all down and out on people calling out things about, oh, look what I did. Look what I'm doing. I think that's why when I look at the homeless situation in Richland Center, and there's a huge homeless situation here, is there enough people with money in this town to help with that situation without getting recognition, without getting the tax dollars or the tax breaks or the assistance, whatever it may be? Are we able to do something as a community, or are we into the point of, well, they all just need to get jobs and move on? I'm just curious. Do we have to have, every time we do something positive, have to have that recognition to make what we did worthwhile? Just a thought. See, I think that's why we get into the discussions we do sometimes, is because people want the recognition. People want to prove a point instead of just saying, hey, yep, that's where my heart led it. That's what I did. You'll get your kudos in the long run. You will. So, take time, and especially at the end of this year here, to either take time and bless a neighbor, bless a friend, and it doesn't have to be monetary. I keep saying this. It does not have to be monetary. If you happen to get a turkey from work or a ham from work and you are not going to use it, But you see the family next door that has the kids and all of that stuff that could use it. Can you just leave it on the doorstep with a note that says, hey, hope you guys enjoy this? Or in a cooler where varmints can't get to it, or whatever it may be. And no name attached, no nothing attached. Just hope you enjoy it. Hope it helps. I was in your shoes once. Try to do something along those lines. And we'll see where the world goes. I think that's where we got to start. Because we all know that Bernie Sanders summed it up the other day very well. As Democrat, Republican, we all know, or we all think, they are corrupt, except for it seems that when the Republicans talking, they say the Democrats are. And when the Democrats are, they are that way. Let's face the facts of right now we are the most separated we have ever been since times of where the colored folk have to eat. This is how I feel right now, is if we're black, back to the black versus white, but now it's red versus blue. And in order to change that, we have to change this. We have to change here and here, but here first will then change that. So I have taken the challenge from my wife of posting something positive when I post. And it's not the mental portion of it. It's trying to get me on the right path of positivity versus me in the dumps like I have been. This last week has been brutal. Christmas was my mom's favorite holiday. The day after was her birthday. I lost her 2 years ago. That is the stuff that's very hard on me. So mentally draining. So it's been nice now to get back to doing the mop. Yes, I could have done it during, but I just at the time was mentally shot from everything else. I took an arrangement to her cemetery for her birthday and for Christmas. And it just was, with a stroke, it's very emotional draining. Me mentally, I get drained. Like I said, working on those fishing rods and stuff, it took me 8 hours, which it used to take me 2 hours at most to do all of it. And like when I go fishing with these guys now, on the 11th, it's very humbling for me that somebody is tying on a lure for me or things like that. I struggle through it. I get upset, but they're there. They're a great bunch of guys that help me out. Make sure you're doing the same. Make sure that you reach out to people when you see them struggling, that you're on your, this is what's controlling it, not this. This. Follow this. I think you'll see a lot better things that happen. So thank you for tuning into the mop. I'm glad to be back. New Year's Eve, tomorrow night. Please be careful. Please drive careful. I have a son that works in law enforcement. Don't drive under the influence. Please don't drive under the influence. And then January 1st is our wedding anniversary. 13 years she has put up with me as a husband. Before it was boyfriend, but she could easily have gotten rid of me. She still can easily get rid of me, but it's a little bit more paperwork. But for 13 years, and for her not to have a drinking problem, married to me, probably is a miracle in itself. But great woman, great partner to have by my side, truly blessed that way. And so we'll see where this goes. But for the next 30 days, I'm under a challenge, and we'll see where it goes from there. So thank you for tuning into the mop. And as always, take time to bless somebody today. Have a great day, everybody.